Hello, beautiful Earth Angels. Welcome to Earth Angels Unite. Transmission number 56. Your parts live inside your body. Welcome, everyone. Your angels love and cherish your body as the home of your soul and the truth teller. Honoring your body's truthful wisdom is understanding that your parts live inside your body. In truth, it's your parts that have the issues and the tissues, not your soul. Your soul is whole. When you recognize that your pain is actually just a part that's calling out for help, you can invite angelic pain relief. My intention with these transmissions is to gather us earth angels together. Oh, Facebook did that silly thing it does. All right, so thank you, angels. Let's fix that and add it again. Give me a second. Thank you, angels. It's doing that silly thing that it does. Hi, Bea. Good morning. Okay, I think it's fixed on Facebook. So welcome to transmission number 56. Your parts live inside your body. And so in these transmissions, I want to create a space of transformation. Hi, Chad. Namaste. Good morning. To support and gather us earth angels together, to support you in waking up, sharing your medicine, shining your light, spreading your wings by healing the pain, healing the issues in the tissues. In these transmissions, I'll be sharing teachings from my debut book, Receiving from Your Angels, 4 Practices to Heal Your Pain with Angel Love. An angel meditation or activation to help you to relax and cherish your body, to trust your intuition, and to receive your next level of angelic pain relief. For those of you who are new to my work, my name is Jill Kempner, angel coach and author. As an angel coach, what I help you do is to heal the pain in your body with the love of the angels and to understand that your pain is a portal. Your pain has a deeper meaning, a higher purpose, and to share the angelic perspective of your pain, which then begins to dissolve that pain, heal that pain, and transform that pain, right? Into your gifts, your medicine, your wisdom. Of course, I'm an energy healer, so I not only coach you to hear and connect with your own angels, but we work together with the beautiful energy work and energy medicine, angel Reiki and IET and crystal healing to really transform that pain or those issues in the tissues. I want to welcome everyone who will be here live today. Hello, welcome. Say hello if you're here. Thank you. Thank you so much, Bea. Yeah, we're definitely cutting cords on this powerful portal day. And everyone who will be connecting with the replay, and as many times as you do, to hi, Susanna, nice to see you. To be surrounded in a circle of unconditional love, healing, miracles, empowerment, gratitude, and joy. So happy new moon, everyone. Oh my gosh, powerful new moon. Happy Our Lady of Guadalupe feast day. I'm going to be working with a Mother Mary Oracle card deck today. I have my Our Lady of Guadalupe obsidian. She's etched in here. So she's here. And I have my candle burning for the art for Our Lady. My connection and devotion to the Divine Mother has deepened over the past decade. And I just feel so grateful for her divine protection, for her unconditional love, for her support. And I know that she is here guiding this transmission today. And then it's 12/12, which is the portal. You know, it's another angel portal day, right? When the numbers align, where the veil between heaven and earth is thinner and we can access our soul, we can access angelic energy and wisdom, and we can access the divine, right? The divinity that is within us and all around us. So both. Thank you for that, angels. And they were saying something else. Oh yeah, about the 12/12. Well, when I was doing yoga this morning, the angels reminded me that it's the opening of the winter solstice portal. So from 12:12 to 12:21, right? We're in that solstice portal where we're clearing so much, right? New moons are a time of release where we surrender, right? They're dark. So we surrender into the darkness, right? The dark womb, to plant the seeds of new beginnings. So there's an opportunity for a beautiful reset today. And so I'm so happy that you're all here. And again, whether you're here live, whether you're connecting with the replay, whether you watch this 5 years from now, all the energy and empowerments and healing are all contained within this transmission. So thank you, angels. All right. What are we talking about today? This is part 3 of my 4-part series about parts. And so I want to do a little recap before we go into today's teaching and meditation. And just knowing that we have I just feel this energy of the new moon, right? This pressing of the reset button. With that I'm hearing that, I'm getting a download, this commitment to honoring our body, cherishing our body as the home of our soul, as the home of our parts, right? Your body, your angels cherish your body as the home of your soul and the home of your parts, your humanity, equally, right? We're constantly learning how to honor the sacred relationship between our body and our soul. Right, our physical body and our soul, between our physical body and our energy body, right? And when we talk about parts, we're talking about the energy body, right? So in the first transmission about this, right, the first part of the series, we talked about the universe of parts, right? And that this is the second layer of your energy body. And what is the energy body, right? And why is it so important for us earth angels, right? Your energy body is designed to protect your physical body, to help you to release what no longer serves you, to receive from the divine, and to keep you connected to your angels. So it's so important. We're, as earth angels, right, highly sensitive, highly intuitive souls, are guided to walk with an awareness of your energy body, with this knowing that you are a channel of unconditional love. And that is first for you, then for others. Yes? So thank you, angels. And to understand that your parts, right? It's another way to look at your parts is your ego, right? The ego structure. It's your humanity. It's your personality. We need our ego, right? If we're human, we have an ego. If we're on the earth plane, we have an ego, right? And we have all of these parts. And really the mission is to just love all of our parts and to integrate them, to bring them back. And this is what we talked about last week too, bring them back into that alignment that your soul is the leader, right? And that's actually how we're going to activate our soul's mission and ascend, right? Is when we make that commitment, that devotion to letting our soul lead no matter what. So what I wrote, the angels had me write, like, we're aligning our ego with our soul, right? And with the angels in the angelic realm. Hello, welcome. Say hello if you're here. And then in that universe of parts, we're doing a little recap. We talked about the parts map, right? And how to work with that circle in the middle of the piece of paper with that issue, right? That pain, that wound, the trouble, even the circumstance, if you will, right? And then all of the parts, right? We draw these rays of like almost like a sun. We draw these rays, naming all the parts that are connected with that issue. And then identifying through that process, identifying the loudest part, right? What's the loudest part? And sometimes we know the loudest part, but sometimes we don't. And so we use that tool to begin to understand our inner world on a deeper level and to really heal that pain. And then we talked about the, wasn't that the next one? Oh yeah, the unblending. I was like, wait a minute. Oh yes. And then I shared about the unblending process. And we had done steps 1 and 2, right? The parts map and then identifying the loudest part, which also identifying the loudest part is also about getting to know that part. Today befriending will be even more about getting to know that part, but starting to identify what that part looks like, right? The age, the gender, what it's wearing. Does it even look like a human part, or does it look like an inanimate object? All of that. And then last week we talked about your parts having noble intentions. And this, again, for me, brought such a relief to my heart and to my inner world to know that I am good, right? My parts are noble, that my parts have noble intentions. Even if it appears like they're sabotaging me, right? What the angels have me right here, what appears as sabotage, right, from your parts is often protection. And when we can come at it from that space, we can have so much compassion, right, for that part that is acting up, right, or getting loud. And then the tool that we worked with was the unblending process, right? Creating space between your soul and that part that's in pain, right? By unblending, inhaling and blending with your soul, and then exhaling and unblending with that part. So I hope that you've been practicing that. Hi, Michelle. Namaste. Happy new moon. And then we started to talk about those categories of parts, right? The managers, and that's what we talked about last time. And then the firefighters and exiles we'll be talking about over the next 2 weeks. Firefighters are today. And so I was just listening because, so the unblending process is that 5-step process, right? Of identifying, and that each step in that process can be accessed through a level of relaxation and can also invite a level of relaxation. So it's sort of both, right? So the part number 1 was the parts map, and number 2 was identifying the loudest part, those kind of going together, and that creating some sense of physical relaxation because we're beginning to create that space between you and the part. Hi, Lauren, good morning. And then it's so nice to have you all here today. Thank you. And then step 3 was that unblending, right? Really beginning to discern between what is you, your soul, and what is that part, and beginning to create some beautiful, even more space. And then step 4 is the befriending, which is what we're going to talk about today and do that process today. And then step 5 was the, let me slow it down for a second. The unblending created that emotional relaxation. And then step 4 today is the befriending process. And that is accessed through mental relaxation, right? Where we get to really see, know, and love that part, to understand its noble intentions. And then step 5 is the unburdening, right? Which is really spiritual relaxation. It's inviting that part through gratitude, through appreciation, through love, to let go, to surrender, and realign with your soul's truth, your soul's alignment. Okay, awesome. And so there was something the angels wanted to say about that. So last week, so much has unfolded. It's so interesting. Time is so fascinating. Sometimes it feels like, one day, it feels like a universe, right? It feels like a lifetime. And so much has unfolded from last week until this week. And I know, and so much healing has happened since I started to share more about my mom, the journey that I went on with my mom and her cancer journey, and all the parts that were activated, talking last time really about that deeply stressed part. And I have to say that even just talking about it and doing the parts map and the meditation from last week has just created so much beautiful space that that part has calmed. That part has released a little bit. And so grateful for all of your beautiful energy and love and prayers as well. And so feel free to share how this is supporting and helping you. If there's any downloads or insights that you're having. So like this new moon 12/12 portal day, your pain is a portal that allows you to receive even more love from your angels. I mean, really take that in. How beautiful that is, right? And of course, your pain, of course, pain is not the only way that we can receive love from the angels. We really want to say that and name that, right? You're receiving through your intention from the angels. You're receiving through your breath. You're receiving through your awesome, amazing intuitive channels, which during the moon cycles, right, our intuition is amplified, is heightened, is strengthened. And then we add this Our Lady of Guadalupe feast day. We add the 12/12 angel portal day. And I got the same card 2 days in a row for my intention, my fuel of trust, honor and trust your feelings. 2 days in a row. And I'm like, oh, this is perfect for the new moon, right? Thank you, Archangel Michael, for supporting, guiding, and protecting me as I listen to and act upon my feelings. I love this. Help me understand and express my emotions with love. And that was what that part of the prayer really, it's like, help me understand and express my emotions with love. And I feel like that's so in line with what we're doing when we commit, when we devote to doing this inner work with our parts. So what is your pain? What is your issue in the tissue? Where is that part in your body? That's some of what we're going to be talking about today. But as a human, right, sometimes the pain is the wake-up call that we need to begin to create more space for our angels' love, create more space for our soul. And so we honor that too. I'm going to take a sip of water. Thank you, angels. All right, so your parts are very real and are not something that is just like made up in your imagination. And here's something that's interesting, right? The parts are like the angels. How so, right? You cannot see the parts, right, with your naked eye, but they are ever so real. Just like the angels, right? Parts are an important aspect of your energy body because they are non-physical, right? They live in the non-physical reality. And who else lives in the non-physical reality? Our angels, right? They live outside of clock time, outside of chronos time, right? Chronos time. They live in kairos time, angel time, soul time. So you want to approach your parts with deep respect, as if you were addressing another human, because in essence you are. So of course, as a sensitive soul, I say that we can't see our parts with our physical eyes, but you may be able to see your parts, right? Through your inner vision, through your clairvoyance, through your psychic abilities. So remember, this is an interesting discernment or distinction, that your parts are not just in your imagination. However, you use your imagination to see your parts. So just making that discernment. So whether you see, feel, or know that pain part, your body as the divination tool, right? One of the things I talk about with the body was that it's a barometer. So if you think about the barometer, right, measuring the pressure, the air pressure outside, we can think about the body as measuring the pressure, right, of our thoughts and feelings. So your body as a divination tool will help you to discover the loudest part and to deeply appreciate, and your body deeply appreciates when you unblend and befriend your parts. I love that. The angels had me write that. So I was like, wait, oh, I love that. And remember, when your body gets ill or injured, it's not sabotaging you. It just needs more love, right? And so does that part. So I had this in here and I was like, should I put it in? I'm going to name it. So name it to tame it, right? So you may have heard that phrase, name it to tame it. Well, that describes parts work in like a small phrase, right? It's essential on the earth angel's journey of awakening, right? And self-knowledge to get to know your parts, name them. And then, of course, to love your parts, which is sort of the tame them, right? Remember, your angels know and love all of you. And this includes your dark side or your shadow. No part of you is bad. And I feel like that sort of goes with what we were talking about last week, right? With your parts having noble intentions. There's no part of you that's bad. However, with that said, we can have parts that don't like other parts, right? I have this really powerful overcomer, right? It's a manager and it's gotten me through so much trauma and wounding and gosh, PTSD and stress and all the things, right? I mean, the last 5 years, this is what I've been talking about with my therapist and my coach and all my team of people who put me back together, that the last 5 years, I was just the most stressful, the most difficult 5 years of my life, from the time of my brother's car accident till his death. And just healing from that, unwinding from that. And I'm so glad. I mean, gosh, I'm so glad I have my book and all the tools in my book to help with that. I mean, gosh, just so grateful for all the downloads and for all of you. Okay. So as devoted followers of your soul, your parts are meant to help and support you and your life, but not lead the way, right? We talked a little bit about this last time. Your parts gladly follow your soul, right? Until they become burdened or imbalanced, like I talk about in my book. So speaking of parts, we're going to talk about those category of parts before we go into the meditation. I'm just listening for a minute. Okay, so the firefighters. And I want to say this, that I feel my soul is saying this, my angels are saying this, like when we talk about the parts, we talk about them from a space of deep compassion and admiration and respect, right? This isn't about shaming them or judging them or belittling them or any of that. And our soul loves and has gratitude for all of our parts, right? But our part may not know that. Because it's burdened or stuck in a past life or stuck in a past experience, right? Hello, welcome. Say hi if you're here. Okay, so the firefighters, right, are created to put out fires, right? They literally. And what is the fire? It's so interesting because they call them firefighters, but what is the fire, right? The fire is your internal family system, right? The IFS, the internal family system, all the universe of parts getting flooded with the exiles energy. And we're going to talk about more about the exiles next week, but essentially those are the shadow parts that we might want to shame or hide or deny, right? The firefighters are always trying to rescue. Oh, hi, Jessica. Namaste. You're so welcome. The firefighters are rescuing, right? They're rescuing, they're fixing problems, they're putting out fires. Here's the thing about the firefighters that, I mean, they get us through trauma. They get us through PTSD. I mean, gosh, I'm so grateful for my firefighters. And here's something else that they do, right? They distract, they numb, they buffer. Here's another thing that they do. they risk take. They're risk takers. They're the ones who want that thrill-seeking risk taker kind of energy. Why? Because they don't want you to feel something. I mean, essentially, that's all it is, right? They don't want you to feel whatever it is, whatever is your resistance, right? It's different for maybe some of you it's fear, maybe some of you it's sadness. I know for me it's sadness. That's a part and an energy that I resist. There's somewhat of like a martyr. It's interesting. I had written this a couple years ago, have a similar energy to martyrs, right? They have sometimes that sacrificing energy connected with them. And just again, remember, we're naming it to tame it. We're naming it in taming it, name it to tame it kind of rhymes, but I almost say name it to love it, right? Because we're really just trying to like love all of our parts. So a big job of the firefighters and the managers, right, is to keep the exiles quiet and hidden away, right? Which essentially is our shadow. It's like, oh, no, we can't let that part of us out because we're going to be judged or we're going to be shamed or we're going to be abandoned or whatever's our fear is. I was trying to think of something the angels were saying. Okay, and so the firefighters will jump to the rescue, right? Once you get flooded with those emotions, right? And will use any means to hide the exile away again, right? Whether that's buffering and numbing with substances, whether that's distracting you with social media, whether that's or cleaning, right? Or all the different ways that we can distract ourselves from feeling. So I hope that's helpful. And learning a little bit about the different categories of parts within us. So before we go into the meditation, I'm going to talk about that unburdening process, or the process of kind of rebalancing, right? Having our soul be the leader. And so step 1 being the parts map, right? And step 2, identifying the loudest part. And maybe you already know that part. Step 3 was the unblending. So to create that beautiful space between your soul and the part. And step 4 is the befriending. And this can create, we can access it through mental relaxation, and then befriending our part can create mental relaxation, which the gift of mental relaxation is, right? That being open, calming the monkey mind, right? Because oftentimes it's that part, right, that wants to be seen, that's getting really loud, that needs to be heard and witnessed. That's the part that has the monkey mind. Not always, but sometimes. So step 4 is the befriending your part. So this is about listening with love, right? Allowing your angels and your soul to send gratitude and respect and understanding to this part. And this is where we ask questions, right? How do you get to know somebody? Well, you ask questions about them, right? So the befriending process creates both emotional and mental relaxation, because now you're making space to hear this loud part that's in pain. Mental relaxation, again, is slowing down your mind and creating that space between your thoughts, right? So you can hear that part more clearly. And sometimes, again, if it's that part that's making all that mental chatter, right, inviting mental relaxation through the breath can just help that part to slow down. Okay, and then, so in the befriending process, right, we're going to blend with the soul, unblend with the part. And then we're going to see, like, where is that part in my body, right? And what does it look like, right? Then we're going to listen to that part with love and then ask a few questions. And so the questions, I'm going to write this down here, Chad. Ooh, the distraction with social media got you. Yeah. I'm using this wonderful tool called the model with my coach. I mean, I've been doing it for years now, mindset work. And it is this process of discerning what our actions when we're in this, unhealthy thought or not helpful thought. And distract with social media was so on my list for so long. And yeah, it was a firefighter, right? It's like, I don't really want to do that really hard thing, or that the thing my soul is telling me to do, right? I just want to distract with social media. So yeah. Oh, and then for me, it was eating chips or, eating sugar, right? Different substances. So here's a few. There's so many questions we can ask our parts, but there's some that can be really powerful. I want to name it here before we go into the meditation so that you kind of just have that in your toolbox. And then I want to share the card with you. So once we've unblended from that part and your soul is looking at this part, your part is looking at your soul, hopefully, right? The team of angels will light us up and help that. We ask with great compassion, right? This isn't like, how long have you been with me? It's like, how long have you been with me, right? It's your soul wanting to get to know this part and hear it and love it and see it and witness it. And we can ask, what's your job? What's your job, part? What do you do for me, right? What's your role in my inner world? And then we'll see if we have time for this question. I want to bring it in. What will happen if you don't do this job anymore? And oftentimes at the deepest core, this part thinks that you will die if you don't do this job, if it doesn't do this job for you, right? So it's thinking it's life or death. And then this kind of goes with this last question goes with the final step of the unburdening process, but I might also bring it in here because it's all interwoven, right? What do you need? What do you need, right? And hopefully we'll get some beautiful answers from your parts today. Let me show you the card that I pulled today. I'm going to read a little bit from it, from the Mother Mary. Oh, my scratchy throat. So the card that I pulled, I asked a similar question to the Oracle Monday. How is it that you are cherishing your body and all of your parts? And so we got number 7, Our Lady of Answered Prayers. And so look at her heart, look at the heart with the flame. And then look at the one part of the heart opening up with this like fiery double helix, infinity symbol flow coming out of the one part of the heart. And I feel like at the top corner, there's a little moon by a new moon by all the roses in her hair. And if you look really closely, you can see a wing coming out of the one side of her heart right here. Of course, I dropped the book now. I'm just going to read a little bit because this is a beautiful deck. But seriously, she wrote like an entire book for this deck. So there's like 3 or 4 pages. I'm just going to read it, one little part of it. This oracle brings a profound message of peace in that your prayers are being answered now. Feeling the relief of this realization can help that answer reach us more quickly. A soft, receptive heart, rather than a heart hardened by fear or expectation or disappointment, can be touched by the divine more easily. Answers will come. It is our ability to recognize them and to be moved by them and to allow the solution to unravel. That can be the challenge. When we call upon the Divine Mother, we are also assisted with our ability to let go of our attachment to the difficulty, the pain, the problem, and instead let go and to open up to the healing and the solution. Don't you just love that? It's so perfectly beautiful. So thank you, Divine Mother, for being here and your beautiful energy. And my window is just cracked a tiny little bit and there's workers on the thing over there drilling. So hopefully it's not bothering you. Sorry. Okay. So closing your eyes, taking a few cleansing breaths, if that's available for you. And right away, I'm feeling to connect with your heart. So bringing one or both hands there. And as you breathe, really feel your body and soul cherishing each other. Your body loves your soul, and your soul loves your body. Your soul loves your parts. And then feel, receive, know that your angels are here cherishing you. So as you breathe, let your roots flow deep into the earth, strong and rooted, but also flowing and flexible, connecting with the crystal allies. I'm really feeling rose quartz for the Divine Mother, that unconditional love and compassion. But let your roots connect with the perfect crystal for you. And breathe as we state our devotion. I am devoted to receiving love and compassion from my angels. Let your heart open to your angels' love. Let your mind align with divine mind. Let your beautiful heart, your body, your energy body, receive your angels' love and devotion for you. Just breathe. Thank you, angels, for drawing near at this time and revealing to us what we most need to know. And we welcome all of your angels and guides here, your guardian angels. We welcome Archangel Raphael, the angel of mental relaxation. Archangel Michael, the angel of protection. Archangel Ariel, the angel of your soul's mission. And the angel of spiritual freedom. And we welcome the Divine Mother in all of her iterations, but especially Our Lady of Guadalupe, La General, Don Unseen. Feel a wave of love and compassion flow into your body, into your heart, calling forth that loudest part. As you step in to the medicine of relaxation, relax and cherish your body. Let your breath flow into any places in your body where you feel pain or tension or holding. And then with each exhale, let that flow down and out through your roots. Breathe as your guardian angels and the Divine Mother, Our Lady of Guadalupe, create space, emotional relaxation. There is room for every single part of you. The stressed part, the sad part, the worried part, the pained part, the anxious part, the impatient part. All of the parts are loved and welcome and heard. And breathe, follow the length of your breath to the top of your inhalation. And follow the length of your breath to the bottom of your exhalation, deep in your belly. Opening your mind to divine mind, to miracle mindedness, mental relaxation. And Archangel Raphael stepping in, placing one hand at the front of your third eye and one hand at the back of your third eye, the back of your skull and head. And just pouring in this energy of trust, this beautiful green healing light. And the soothing green light creates space for you, your intuition, your creativity, your truth. Breathe as we surrender into spiritual relaxation and begin the releasing process. Surrender that pain, that stress, that wound, that fear, that burden into the arms of your angels. So we're not getting rid of the part. We'll talk about that next week. But we are inviting that part to release the burden. And so as we welcome the medicine of release and lead with your heart, receive and trust your intuition. We feel the presence of the Divine Mother. See her sitting in front of you. And whether you're sitting, standing, lying, driving, it doesn't matter, just in your inner world. And see that heart. She's showing me this heart from the image. The heart with the flame on top and then that opening. It's so interesting because I thought at first things were pouring out of the heart, but now I see that it's pouring in. And so she's showing you her heart is totally open, right? It's open to let anything out that doesn't serve. And it's open to let all the love and the blessings and the compassion and the empowerment in. I've never seen it quite like that. It's so beautiful. So feel that. She's got the wing on the one side and then that total openness on the other side. And she's just inviting you to receive a loving empowerment, a new moon blessing from her, where you trust, you know that all of your prayers are heard and answered. Mother Mary, full of grace, help me find the courage within to accept the answers to all my prayers. Help me surrender my thoughts of how this should be and to lovingly embrace what is. I trust you completely. I thank you for your divine intervention and protection. May I feel that you are with me always. Through your miraculous grace, the heartfelt prayers of the world are answered. Thank you. So now we move into the befriending of this beautiful part. So inhale and blend with the love of your soul. And exhale and unblend with that part that's in pain. I'm going to do the sad part. Inhale, blend with the loving light of your soul, the radiance of your soul. And exhale and unblend with that part that's in pain. Beautiful. And one more time. Inhale, blend with the deep compassion of your soul. And exhale and unblend with that part that's in pain or burdened. And I feel the Divine Mother, your guardian angels, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Ariel, Archangel Michael, lighting up your soul, making your soul so bright that this part can easily see you. And whether that part looks like it's outside of your body or you've just created a tiny little bit of space or this part can't see you yet, that's okay. Wherever you are in this process, it's perfect. Be gentle, trust. So what I see is the Divine Mother blessing your soul and your soul blessing this part. And your soul thanking this part, having so much gratitude. Thank you for holding this burden, holding this pain, holding this wound. I see you. I love you. I hear you. So just allow that to happen. And there's this beautiful, this energy of grace, which feels so divine, so healing, so loving, flowing in. Just feel that grace. As we invite, so I ask that this part see you, see your soul, see the angels. and that it be willing to receive love and to receive a befriending, right? To get to know this part a little bit. So maybe you notice the age of this part or the gender. Mine feels like inner child 7, maybe 7. And you can notice maybe what that part is wearing. Maybe there's a temperature or a color or a and just listen, see what you see, and just trust. We use the power of this 12/12 new moon portal to trust everything we're seeing, feeling, hearing, knowing, sensing, and smelling. And we just take a few minutes and remember that this is your soul asking, talking to this part, not another part, right? So if you feel any judgment or tension or irritation towards this part when you're communicating, another part has stepped in. And we just, well, if that happens, we're just asking that other part to just step aside. If that's the part that needs healing, then maybe you'll switch and you'll talk to that other part first. So just that subtle discernment. So beautiful part. I'm sending you so much love and gratitude. Thank you for your love. Thank you for your loyalty. Thank you for your service. And we just ask, how long have you been with me? And just trust what you hear. Often I hear forever. That's one of my common words. And actually, the angels are having me just slow it down just one more time. This will sort of go into next week, but we want to name it here. Before you ask that, you ask, are you my part? Now, of course, 99% of the time, it is your part, but we just want to ask, are you my part? And if the part says yes, then you can continue. If the part says no for any reason, we just ask that that part go back to its rightful home on the wings of grace. Thank you. So assuming this part is yours, we ask, how long have you been with me? And this whole time, the divine, now I feel like the divine mother, well, for me, the divine mother is sitting with this part because it's my inner child, but you trust what you see. The divine mother is radiating her grace and her compassion and her love and her energy of miracles. So let yourself receive that. What is your job? What is your role? What do you do for me in the internal family systems? And just trust and listen. Remember, you may not hear the message. You may see it, feel it, know it. You may get a flash, an image. Like, trust all the ways your intuition are talking to you, all the ways your angels are communicating with you, all the ways your parts are communicating with you. It's all perfect. So at first, my part said, she keeps me safe. And I was like, how does sadness keep me safe? But that's another part who wants to understand that. So it's like, okay, thank you, right? Thank you. Feel your soul, whatever your part says, your soul's going to say thank you. And we ask, what will happen if you don't do this job anymore? But from this space of like, thank you for doing that job. You're doing great. I'm so grateful. But what would happen if you didn't do this anymore? And then we just feel your soul sending so much love and gratitude as we, again, thank this part for letting us connect with it and see it and hear from it. And as your soul sends gratitude and appreciation, your soul asks, well, what do you need? What do you need from me? Now that I am here, now that I am the leader, I am back in charge. And my part is saying comfort. Comfort and love and play. That's what my inner child is saying. And to know that your soul and your angels can provide whatever this part needs. And so as we begin to seal our meditation, I feel the angels working on your energy body. So Raphael aligning his chakras with your chakras. Your beautiful angel receivers with this green healing light. And Archangel Michael stretching your aura, strengthening your aura, empowering your aura with the angel Reiki. And the Divine Mother just soothing your heart in all of these parts. And again, promising this part that you will get back to it, that you will spend time with it. This isn't if this is the first time you're connecting, that's great, but it won't be the last. So you just promise, I promise to get back to you and keep listening, keep loving, keep nurturing you. And so as we sink back down to the energetic roots, feel Pachamama, the heartbeat of Mother Earth supporting you. Blessing you. As we bring our hands to prayer mudra, we dedicate all the healing that you received today to all our relations and all directions of time, bowing to each other as our angels bow to us with love and devotion and deep compassion, sealing our meditation with a namaste. Namaste, my friends. Okay, that was so beautiful and amazing. Thank you all so much for being here. Everyone here live, everyone connecting with the replay. And whenever you do, if you're not listening to this today or on the new moon, know that this energy is all encapsulated within this healing and that you're going to access it in perfect divine timing. So I wanted to remind you that I am offering a free angel meditation for everyone who purchases my book this month. And, whether you're buying it for yourself or you're a family member, your spiritual BFF, somebody you know that's in pain, that's open to natural pain relief, I would love your support this month. And share that angel meditation with you that can be supportive as you work the practices in my book. And then if you're ready to hire me as your angel coach, go to my website, jillkempnerhealing.com, to the free conversation tab and fill out the short questionnaire. The breakthrough conversation is a free conversation over Zoom. It's about an hour where I help you understand the angelic perspective of your pain and share how my coaching programs are going to get you the results that you want. I do have some openings, just a few openings left in this year, and it's a great time to invest in yourself because in 2024 I'm going to be increasing my rates for my coaching programs. So if you've been thinking about it, now is the time. And then what else is coming on? Next week is the 4th of 4th. It'll be You Can't Get Rid of Your Parts. So excited to talk about that. And then we will be off for a couple weeks. I'm just planting the seed now. I'm not sure because I'm still thinking about it, but I might be changing the time of my YouTube lives in the new year. So I'm still in prayer about it and in conversation with my soul and my angels. And so we'll see how it unfolds. And of course, I'll let you know about that. But we're probably going to have 2 weeks off for the winter break and sort of a resetting just getting ready for the new year. And I thought there was one other thing. And if you're not signed up for my newsletter, Go to my website, jillkempnerhealing.com. You can sign up for my newsletter there, so you'll get the replays directly to your inbox, and you'll be aware of all the amazing, cool offerings that are coming up in 2024, including a master class at the end of January. So I love you all. Thank you so much. I would love to hear from you. If you want to, message me or email me or put it in the chat, how that meditation helped you, how this teaching helped you. And I'll see you soon. All right. Love you all. Bye. Have a great day. Namaste. Thank you. Bye, Bea, Chad, Susanna, Jessica, Lauren. Namaste, everyone. And anyone else who's watching that I'm not sure of. Chad, you might have some people with you. Love you.